Hey, yo, welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, coming to you live from Studio B of our CHGO offices here in the West Loop of Chicago. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. Alongside me, my partner in degeneracy, Cody Delmendo. We are very excited to win you a boatload of cash. Cody, is that a promise?
Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
Damn right. It's a guarantee, all right? The facts will not get in the way of a good story.
FAX.
We could be millionaires, I think, after this show. And we didn't even play the Mega Millions. So, I mean, we could be mega millionaires if we play that, too. Shout out to James, Orlando, and Nick for joining us. We've been pretty hot, all right? Since the end of July, we've been on fire. And Cody's here doubting me still. So we're going to go through all 31 bets that I have, and then I'm going to listen to
all 31.
We're going to listen to Cody, and then you're going to get all 31 of my bets, and then I'll probably add a 32nd and 33rd because I got like 2 more units left. And what's that? It's going to waste away in my bank? No, I'm going to gamble it. Come on, it's a gambling show, folks.
You gotta spend money to make money, baby.
Oh, and hey, we got to hit the DraftKings sportsbook when we go to the Crosstown Showdown.
Oh yeah, we do.
But also, we can't gamble at the actual place. We can gamble
on your phone. But yeah, I've actually been to the DraftKings sportsbook at beautiful historic Wrigley Field, and it's a beautiful place. Good food, good drinks. Yeah, cool spot. Once you can actually gamble there, man, am I going to live there?
It's like the United Center thing. It's a nice spot to chill. All right, let's jump into your game first, Cody. It's going to be happening soon. Cubs, Mets. Carlos Carrasco on the bump for the Mets. You got your guy Jameson Taillon on the bump for the Cubs. Where do you want to start? Hit parlay? You like any players? You like any props? Is it the summer of Mike Tauchman continues?
It's always the summer of Mike Tauchman.
Amen.
Man. Vegas loves the Cubs offense tonight based off the things I was looking at this morning in the player prop markets for this game. But let's start with the hit parlay because I just think it's very simple. All right. Let's go Cody Bellinger, Dansby Swanson, and Jeimer Candelario. I've been putting Cody Bellinger in the hit parlay literally for I don't remember the last time I didn't put Cody Bellinger in the hit parlay. I mean, the guy is the hottest hitter on the planet since July 1st at the very least. Dansby Swanson's been red hot since he came back from the injured list, and Jeimer Candelario has been probably the best.
Has he gotten out since he has gotten traded?
Finally, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, he didn't get a hit last night, actually.
Oh, wow, what a bum.
I know. But it comes out to plus 150, but when you use the, I think it's the 50% boost. Yeah, there's a 50% boost on DraftKings Sportsbook today. If you use that, it gets pushed up to plus 225. They also have the daily, if you do a 3-leg parlay, it'd be a 20% boost. So if you want to use that 50% parlay on perhaps the other bet I'm going to tell you, you can do that if you want to use the 20% boost instead. So that's the hit parlay tonight. It didn't hit yesterday, but it hit consecutive days over the weekend. Carrasco, righties are hitting over 300 against them. Lefties still hitting 274. Also, it doesn't matter who Cody Bellinger is facing these days. He's got an ERA over 6. The markets love the Cubs offense tonight. I wanted to do something with Mike Tauchman. He's like minus 340 to get a hit, so that doesn't really help the odds.
Yes, Mike.
But literally his total base prop
minus 115
is plus 105. Okay. And his hits plus runs plus RBIs prop it's not over 1.5. It's over, well, it was 2.5. Now it's down to 1.5. But either way, it's still minus 170 on the hits, runs, and RBIs. The markets love Mike Tauchman to have a great game tonight. So it's kind of pick and choose. Depends on, if you're looking for plus money or not. So like I said, if you want to use that 50% profit boost on something else, and I'm glad I did this because I'm looking at the market right now. It's at minus 105. I got it at plus 100 earlier this morning. Nico Hoerner over 1.5 total bases tonight. Again, righties hitting over 300 against Carlos Carrasco. Had 2 hits last night. He's been playing pretty well of late, batting second tonight, so he's going to get the play bat at least 4 times tonight. He's going to have at least 4 chances. Yeah. You can again, it's at minus 105 now. I don't with the 50% profit boost. That's still pretty good odds for a guy who could hit a double, could hit 2 singles. either way, against Carlos Carrasco, the Cubs have faced Carlos Carrasco earlier this year. They didn't exactly do great off him, which was kind of alarming since he hasn't had a good year. But since they've seen him once, I feel good about their chances against him this time. Plus, their lineup is a lot different than when they faced him in May, a lot deeper. The Cubs offense has been playing pretty well late outside of yesterday, which was just kind of one of those throw it into Lake Michigan and forget about games. And, so those are the two bets I like tonight. As far as do I think the Cubs win? Well, they're minus 135 on the money line with Jameson Taillon. I like it. I would, if I wanted to bet on the Cubs tonight, I would.
Well, and probably especially too since they lost last night.
Yeah.
A little back and forth. You win one, we win one.
78% of the bets are coming in are on the Cubs, so the public loves the Cubs, so maybe don't bet the Cubs. But
public kind of always loves Chicago teams.
I guess
that's the very.
Well, they're
very
obviously playing better than the Mets, so I don't know. I like the Cubs pitching matchup tonight. Their bullpen, they didn't use any of their high leverage arms yesterday because it was a blowout. So you got a day's rest for their best arms if it's close. Offense playing well right now. Carrasco's got an ERA over 6. And minus 135 is actually not that bad. So if you don't, I'd at least take Cubs first 5 at the very least. So you get the run line at plus 114.
Yeah, so. Andy said he's taking minus 1.5 in the chat. So I like the play right there. And Candelario, a cool 480 batting average since coming over from the Nationals. So it's pretty good.
He's got a few hits against Carrasco in his career. So yeah,
just was in the NL East, so he's probably seen him a couple times already this year.
Yeah. So that's what I like tonight for the Cubs and the Mets game. Bet responsibly.
Yeah, well, especially bet responsibly because I feel like I didn't. I feel like I got a little out of hand here. 31 bets for you, folks. We got a little bit of straights and then some parlays. So let's get into the straight up bets first. Shout out to Sarah for putting all of these on one single graphic. We're going to go as fast as I possibly can because some of these games have already started. First one, Spencer Steer plus 375, Miami and Cincinnati. That's the only one from that game. And then Minnesota and Detroit.
I wonder what the odds are if you just live bet him to hit a home run right now.
I got to read 31 bets. You can look at that on your phone.
Sorry.
I'm just fucking with you. And of course, James Orlando, I'm going to give you guys a parlay. Don't worry. So Spencer Steer plus 375. Then in the St. Louis and Tampa Bay game, Wander Franco, it's plus 600. Paul Goldschmidt at plus 550. Then in the Baltimore-Houston game, Ryan Mountcastle at plus 550. Kyle Tucker at plus 500. Yordan Alvarez at plus 400. Then in the Atlanta-Pittsburgh game, Ozzie Albies at plus 450, Matt Olson at plus 260, Eddie Rosario at plus 600, and Michael Harris II at plus 800. Lefties kill Mitch Keller. Then in the Mets-Cubs game that we just talked about, Candelario at plus 475. I think he's seen Carrasco a ton. He's going to be able to bat on the left side, and he's got more power on the left side, so I like him at plus 475. Rafael Ortega, revenge game. He's batting ninth for the Mets, plus 700. Why not? It'd be hilarious just to see a Rafael Ortega home run. We saw a Danny Mendick home run last night. Francisco Lindor at plus 350. He absolutely loves hitting at Citi Field. He loves hitting from the left side, and your guy Taillon has been better, but he does give up a long ball a decent amount. Then we're
especially
going
to lefties,
right? And then we're going to Colorado and Milwaukee. This one's in Milwaukee. Mark Canha against Kyle Freeland. He's a lefty at plus 600. I think he gets his first with the Brewers. William Contreras at plus 425 again against the lefty. I like them both to go deep. Then in the Yankees and White Sox game, Luis Robert Jr. at plus 425, Andrew Vaughn at plus 500, and then he's got to do it at some point. Andrew Benintendi has not hit a home run at home yet. 12-1. Let's ride it out against Clarke Schmidt, a guy that they have seen. Freddie Freeman at plus 425. Yoshida. I'm just going to go Yoshida at plus 800 against
Masataka Yoshida.
Thank you. Masataka Yoshida at plus 800, and also Rafael Devers at plus 330. Brady Singer's been better, but he leaves a lot of stuff just middle of the plate. So I think Yoshida and Devers can take advantage of that. And then JP Sears, he's going up against Marcus Semien and Leody Taveras, going up against the Rangers. The A's beat the Rangers last night, but I like Semien and Taveras at plus 800 and plus 400. Taveras, while he is worse from the right-handed side, he absolutely is good against left-handed starters. Batting average near 330, slugging near 475. So I really like Taveras at plus 800. And it's not a 36-leg parlay. You could. About 36 home runs are hit on average on Tuesday. So it's Dinger Tuesdays, folks. You can go have fun on FanDuel. I like Caesars Boost better, where you can boost 2 homers for 25%. But let's go to the parlays, and then I'll stop talking. Matt Olson and Francisco Lindor at 16-1. Mountcastle and Olson at 22-1. Alvarez and Tucker at 25-1. Mountcastle and Tucker at 33-1. Franco and Lindor, that's my favorite. If you have one to bet, 37-1, Franco and Lindor to go deep. And then Mountcastle, Alvarez, and Tucker at 140-1. And then Franco, Lindor, Olson at 135-1. Shout out to Sarah for putting that all on one graphic. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. Cody, you got any thoughts?
Who do you think? Who do you feel the best about? Because maybe I'll ride one. I'm assuming what your unit for home run props is $2, right?
$2, yeah.
Okay.
But like on Benintendi, I put 1, and most of those parlays I put 1. Okay. Especially on those 3-leggers, there's no reason to do $2 on those. Just put $1 because the odds would do $100, and that would be make my money back and more.
Yeah. Right. So who do you like the most?
I told Law this. I think I like Lindor the most. I'm sorry. At plus 375. Olson's going to hit a homer today, but Matt Olson to hit a home run is like plus 260. That's not fun, especially if you're betting $2. Come on. Yeah. So plus 375 is decent enough. I do think Taveras is going to have a nice shot against Sears, and that's plus 8-1. I do think Benintendi at 12-1's got a pretty decent shot. But I would probably say Lindor is the guy that I know is probably going to go deep. Sorry.
That's okay. He's going up against Tyone, who struggled against lefties. It makes sense.
They could win 5-1. It's just it could be a solo shot. He could shut down Pete Alonso and all those other guys. But yeah, I think probably Lindor. But hey, James Orlando's going to do all of them. So fingers crossed.
All of them.
I got two more units too. So
36-leg home run parlay.
If anyone else has any other things to throw out there, any other homers, I'll bet them. I'm not afraid. I also like anyone in the Dodgers Diamondbacks game. I know that a lot of people like JD Martinez to go deep, especially against Brandon Pfaadt, who's given up a ton of homers. But his line has not been posted on PointsBet, which means they're scared of me. They know that he's going to go deep. They don't want this action. They don't want that smoke. And I'm going to kick their ass. So I'll bet JD Martinez too. So JD Martinez and Lindor. I'll bet JD Martinez straight and then parlay Lindor and Martinez. Okay. Anyways.
Well, here. We'll do it live right now. We'll do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Give me. I'll bet Lindor to hit a homer. Why not?
I'm sorry, Cody. I don't mean to pain you.
That's okay. I'm always down to make money. Lindor at plus 370 and Matt Olson, because I saw that guy in person hit one almost onto Sheffield the other day on Sunday. Who are they playing? I'm trying to.
The Pirates and Mitch Keller.
The Pirates. Did that game already start?
No, I don't think so.
No, it hasn't. Okay, here I found it.
Real quick, just to let you know, over the past 2 weeks, Cody and I, our return on investment, 79%. I don't know what the fuck that means, but hey, it sounds good.
All right.
We're millionaires,
Olson and Lindor, 2-leg home run parlay at plus 15-21 on DraftKings Sportsbook. $5 wins you 81. I'm in.
Oh, boy. All right.
I'm in.
Cody, please don't swear on me if it loses. I've got my fingers in all my toes crossed. Goodbye, folks. We love you very much. We'll talk to you after we're millionaires. That's Cody Delmendo. Follow him on Twitter on X at Cody_CHGO. Follow the show on Twitter at CHGO_Bets. He's got a Cubs postgame after Francisco Lindor homers. We got a Sox pregame at 6:30. And shout out to Sarah for putting all those fucking homers on one graphic. I really appreciate that. We'll talk to you all tomorrow when we're millionaires after Francisco Lindor and Matt Olson homer.
And maybe we'll finally do some NFL futures.
Maybe we'll do some NFL futures.
I've been wanting to do that. I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
You could do NFL futures, and I'll bring my football futures because
here we
got
go.
some EPL futures. Let's go, baby.
Soccer bets are back.
We're winning money. We have figured it out. The sports books don't want the smoke.
They don't want it.
Bye.
Bye.